Hey, I'm ElusiveKev, Mr. Cone. Welcome to the update vlog for July. As last month in June is probably the best month for the channel this year, as of course we had two big releases with MotoGP 18 and MXGP Pro just this past Friday, and MotoGP 18 definitely did help, but it was a bit disappointing. It wasn't as successful as last year. Of course, it's very successful. It was, a bit lucky how successful MotoGP 17's manager career launch was, and so to replicate for MotoGP 18 with that taken out as well, with no real new game modes or anything kind of outside the box to maybe focus on. Of course, it's going to be difficult, especially with as well lots of YouTubers stepping onto the MotoGP bandwagon, at least for this year, with the new engine, with the new physics, and with all the hype that was built around this game from Milestone. And that's the same with MXGP Pro as well. They built lots of hype for Pro, saying it's going to be very different from, say, Monster Energy Supercross or MXGP 3 did Milestone, and it is a bit different, I would say, but not in ways in which they advertise fully. And you definitely got to call out Milestone for their false advertising as well for the game slightly, and unfortunately that's kind of big game companies at the moment. It feels like kind of false advertising for their projects, just like at EA with some of their releases, or with at least putting microtransactions in as part of the game and trying to build the structure of the game around that, especially with multiplayer. Luckily we don't have that with Milestone games. They just built the same game, but to varying degrees of being successful or not. And say Monster Energy Supercross was pretty good, but the other three games Milestone released this year, including MotoGP 18 and MXGP Pro, just have not been on that level and have been slightly disappointing to various degrees. But I'm still going to be playing MotoGP 18 for the foreseeable future, going through career mode with Mario McDonald. We have just done Austria, and we're almost coming to the end of the final third of the Moto 3 season, the rookie season. I think we're going to be continuing for next season, go for the title, and then maybe step up to Moto 2 the following year. And we're stepping up in classes. I was thinking of maybe stepping up race lengths as well in MotoGP 18, so let me know if you think that's a good idea down below. So it's 35% on Moto 3, maybe up to 50% for Moto 2, then 100% for MotoGP, maybe something like that. That's what I was thinking of, but maybe it's just best to keep it at 35% for all of these races, and maybe just do 100% kind of career mode later down the line. I'll see with MotoGP 18 if I still am enjoying that game as much as I enjoyed MotoGP 17 for, what was it, 7 or 8 months in the end. Really did enjoy MotoGP 17 despite lots of flaws in that game. MotoGP 18 not as much at the moment, but we'll see how Milestone updates it, if they do bother to actually successfully update it for a few months before, of course, Ride 3 comes out in November. And that's the same for MXGP Pro as well, where they've got totally different physics. They tried to sell this game on kind of air movement, being more free in the air. You definitely are a bit more free in the air, but not as free as they kind of built it up as marketed it has. And in some aspects, MXGP Pro has gone in the right direction, but in some aspects it's a step back from Monster Energy Supercross. So at the moment, very mixed feelings about MXGP Pro, but definitely continuing with Extreme Career. It is a great challenge. That's what I like about this game so far, how challenging it is and trying to learn. And it seems like I have to do some of the training exercises to get better at the game, so we'll see how I am in the next episode. But doing these full length races, it is just going to be race 1 and 2 in the future, not doing the qualifying at all. So you're going to have 30-minute races. I'm not sure if there'll be the whole races in the future though. Might try and cut them down, especially as for like rendering and uploading, it's just taking ages. So hopefully cutting it down to like 20 minutes or 50-minute episodes would be better in the future. Let me know if you like the sound of that. But then just for ease of editing and such, it just takes me so much less time to just do some minimal editing and then just plonk it up, even though rendering and uploading and processing times are incredibly long. So yeah, let me know down below how you want to see MXGP Pro episodes go in the future. You want the full races, or if you want them cut down and a bit more edited. But those are the two main series going forward, and MotoGP 18 will be on Monday, Wednesday and Friday. Then MXGP Pro will be on the Tuesday and Thursday, and I think that's beginning this week as well. And with 2 races that may be like in the Monday, in like the morning, should I say, in the afternoon for MXGP Pro, or it might just be 1 race per day. I haven't really decided how I'm going to do that yet, especially with time wise. It's going to take at least an hour to record those episodes for MXGP Pro, so yeah, there's a lot of time, and there's lots of rendering and processing and uploading time as well. And thankfully for MotoGP 18, it's gone down as well, the lack of development in Moto 3 in the second half of the season, so they're only taking like half an hour at most to record those episodes, and then much shorter on rendering, processing and uploading times as well. So while the 9:30 upload times may be a thing of the past now, especially as sometimes I have to record episodes on the same day, you know, there's still going to be around say 10:30 British time or 11:30 at the latest, so it's around a couple of hours later than it used to be upload times now, but that's the aim at least, to be still around that time between the 9:30 and 11:30 times British time, morning and night. So that's around 9 hours ahead for the Indonesian folks, you know, the main viewers on this channel still. Thank you for the support as well. Didn't expect that to be so far afield over the British people as well, and Americans who, you know, of course, like, are right up there as well demographic wise for this channel. So that's the main focus going through July, but also ending a couple of series such as Bargeo Control HD at the weekend. You know, we've got 1 class left. We've got the top class, the trophy trucks. We've got, I think it's 6 episodes left as well, so 2 episodes per weekend. That's the aim. It should be done by the end of the month, so at least that's finally completed. It's almost been like a year, I think, of that career mode going on. And then we've got Dakar the game coming out soon as well. It's still got summer release date, but I believe a release date is going to be announced either this week or next week, so we should know very soon the release of Dakar the game 2018. At least it seems like they're going to yearly iterations, so 2019, 2020, which is slightly disappointing, but you know, hopefully if this is a good base, then they can start building it in future iterations in the future. So yeah, very much looking forward to Dakar Rally the game. And then we've also got the return of maybe gravel as well, with that slot being freed up. If Barger ends, then I can start showing gravel again and start playing through that, catching up to where I was before the save mishap that happened. And then we've also got TTL of Man. I haven't forgotten about it. It's just been on a bit of hiatus with the release of XGP Pro, with MotoGP 18 as well. It's just difficult to find kind of a slot to put it in and have that going as regularly as it used to be, at least being like 1 or 2 episodes per week, and it'd probably be at the weekend as well, sharing that slot with Barger Editor Control HD. So going forward in July, at least Monday, Wednesday and Friday MotoGP 18, Tuesday and Thursday MotoGP Pro, then at the weekend Barger Editor Control HD, probably in the mornings. Then at night it would be TT Isle of Man, random game of choice, random scene as well. And that's the aim, at least. Maybe 1 or 2 videos depending how busy I am at the weekend. So that is the roadmap for July. Thank you for the support in June, supporting releases of MotoGP 18 and MXGP Pro. And I'll be back next month, hopefully after a very successful July, and looking forward, as I said, to the release of Dakar Rally the game, and maybe some other games as well. Unfortunately, my list also got deleted from my PC, buggered up, so I've got to find all of the releases for the coming months, but at least Dakar's the main one to aim for in the summer months. But thanks for watching, and I will see you next month.